Hey, what's up guys? This is Dillio, and first of all, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. Today I'm going to do maybe a two-part video, and the first part of the video, just sorry for the excess noise, but we're going to deal with the Moog Sub 37. I know you might have seen it in videos and I haven't mentioned it yet, but I think this is probably a great way to introduce it to the mix. And so in this video I'm going to make a jumping sound effect from analog synthesis, and we're going to make a few of them, and I'll give you a little background story. I was hired to do a video game soundtrack, and it's called Save the Bears. That's not the full name, but we're going to call it Save the Bears. That's the name of the game. It's for kids, and so part of a video game is making the sound effects, and you know, I don't have a Foley studio or anything like that, so I'm going to try and synthesize and do sound design and kind of talk to you as I do it. And we're going to create a jumping sound. So obviously in the Super Mario Brothers, and you know, Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo, there's that jumping sound. So let's see if we can start there as a foundation. So in Super Mario Brothers back in Nintendo, they had a square. So we may start off with square, so let's see if we can envelop a square. So we have a square. We're going to open the filter up so we can make sure we can hear that square. Little volume. So we got a square. We're going to try and change that pitch. Overdrive the filter, and typically the output of that oscillator, I turn it to halfway. So we got a square sound. So let's make it go like in Super Mario Brothers, and let's see if we can add some variations. And then I'm going to sample that with maschine. Might as well get maschine running. And we're going to sample those sounds. And this is for a game called Save the Bears. Should be fun. And again, please pardon the background noise. So we got the square sound. Let's add some modulation to it. So I got modulation 1 set to the frequency or filter envelope generator. So let's add some. And we're already adding it in. But the key is that we want to maybe speed that up. Add some more range to it, make it go further. Right? But see, what happens is that the envelope finishes and we hear it drop back to the original pitch. So we're going to make the amplitude or the volume of that square wave fade out before it drops back down, so we just hear the sound. So I'm going to change the envelope of the amplitude of the oscillators. And I'm going to soften the attack a little bit so we get a little. Not bad. And so let's make it wiggle. You know, this is for kids, so we want to make the sound interesting. That's a nice little, right? So we're going to add a second modulation source to the pitch. So while we have the pitch rising up, we're going to make it go. We're going to wiggle it a little bit. So we're going to add a second source of modulation. Like a dizzy, sound like someone's dizzy. And we can change the waveform of modulation. And you're hearing a triangle waveform, so it's moving the value at a triangular wave. We're going to change to a square. It's going to sound more robotic. So that's dope. So let's start off with just the rising. Right there. Let's sample that. So I'm going to go to maschine, and I'm going to tell it to sample. And I'm going to make sure that I can hear the audio source coming in the machine. let's make that sound. And now I have that sound. I'm going to make it a one shot. Now we have our jumping sound. Now let's create some variations. It almost sounds like you're picking up an item in a video game. Let's start with the wiggle. Let's sample that. So now we have a let's try the square one. Let's sample that. Maybe a big boss character. So now we have three sounds. And so that's me making a jump sound. I'm going to try those out, see if those work. And I can actually change the original waveform to a triangle. So we got different sounds there. So this is a triangle wave now. Sounds more smoother. Let's sample that. But I don't want to hear it drop back down. Let's sample that. Another jumping sound. Let's add some fun to it. That sounds like you're picking up an item again. Let's sample that. Now, I got, and this is just one sound, but you can purpose them to be anything. I mean, you can purpose them to be items being picked up or dropped or stuff like that. Okay, let's make the character, let's make the bear die. Like, oh, you know. So instead of going up, let's make it go down. Oh. You know, you can go back and forth like that. But I've already been making sounds, so I'll just show you a few of my sounds. And let's check it out. More sounds I made. These are all coming from this synthesizer in real time. Like you're being scanned. Falling star. So that's a little bit of sound design kung fu right there. I'm going to probably shoot another video because I see this video is about 9 minutes at this point. But this is just me just showing you some little bit of sound design with the Moog Sub 37, the first video that I think I'm featuring this keyboard with without me doing top boxing. I got to get it into the booth so I can record this top box vocals and catch up on the work that needs to be done. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll see y'all later. Alright, peace. This video is sponsored by Khemikals, a preset library from Massive including pads, leads, bass sounds, and more. Be sure to visit DillioT2K.com to hear it live and pick up your copy today.